Bingo, bango, bongo. Here we are. On the air. People of Earth, how are you? Good evening and welcome to episode number 172 of the House Arrest Concert Series. Live from Mount Laurel, New Jersey, with me, your host and sole performer, Bill Spence. Featuring a bunch of largely insufficiently rehearsed cover tunes that I have no business doing, and an original song of mine that I hope you like. But let's get down to it. There have been blessed few deaths in rock and roll this past couple of weeks. But we did have an entertainer who passed away, Lonnie Anderson. And then August 30th was National Radio Day, so I, kind of had to play this. There's, as is often the case with TV theme songs, there are additional lyrics that you never get to hear, so I'm going to try to play some of them, sing some of them. That highway, leaving you behind. Hardest thing I ever had to do. You broke my heart in two, but baby, pay no mind. The price for finding me was losing you. Memories help me hide my lonesome feeling. Far away from you and feeling low. It's getting late, my friend, my love, I miss you so. Take good care of you, I've gotta go. Baby, if you ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got tired of kind of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the aisle or dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. On the air from 1978 to 1982. A song written by Tom Wells, Hugh Wilson, and performed by a guy named Steve Carlisle. There was a different closing theme to that show. It was a more rock-oriented song, but it had gibberish lyrics. Anyway, the theme song for WKRP in Cincinnati was actually released as a single in 1981 and went to number 65. That show was done on videotape as opposed to being filmed because of some loophole in procuring music rights, since they were a top 40 rock and roll radio station. They played a lot of hits, and procuring the rights was easier and cheaper for a show that was videotaped rather than filmed. Who knows why? But Blondie's Heart of Glass actually benefited quite a bit from being played on WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go. There's some absolutely useless trivia for you, which I'm very good at. But let me check the recording device. All right, there are people watching. Thank you for doing so. The rest of you catch me later, catch me in the reruns for 30 days, and then on housearrestconcert.com. So, here's the useless trivia portion of our program. Today is National Cuban Sandwich Day. It is National Sponge Cake Day. So there's a nice meal. It's also National Find Your Inner Nerd Day, which is just every freaking day for me. On this day in history, in 1305, William Wallace, portrayed rather inaccurately by Mel Gibson in Braveheart, was executed. He was hanged, drawn, and quartered. One of the first times that mode of execution was used. Born on this day in 1946 was Keith Moon. Sadly, he passed away at the age of 32 in 1978. Born on this day, in whatever year makes her 94 years old, was Barbara Eden. Richard Sanders is 85. Richard Sanders played Les Nessman on WKRP in Cincinnati. Shelley Long is 76. So is Rick Springfield. And on this day in TV history, the first live TV show broadcast between the U.S. and the EU, which wasn't really a thing then, but Europe. 1962 was the first live TV show broadcast between the U.S. and Europe over the Telstar satellite. TV time machine, go back to 2000, you'll see Richard Hatch revealed as the first survivor. And also an historic day, on this day, the hashtag was created by a guy named Chris Messina. He did it on Twitter in 2007 as a way of organizing thoughts and concepts. And that's all the trivia that's worth talking about, and a bunch that isn't. So a couple weeks ago, I spent some time on a friends and family tour, visited some friends in Vancouver, Washington. Met a cousin of mine from South Africa who moved to Portland, Oregon, or Beaverton, Oregon, back in the 90s. And then moved northward through Seattle, on a visit with my daughter Katie, and then up to Victoria, British Columbia, where I met another cousin. And over to Vernon, British Columbia, in the Okanagan Valley, which is just beautiful. I forget the name of the pine trees, but they're ever so tall, and it's beautiful. Lots of lakes, lake country. It's the Okanagan Valley. They have lovely lakes and lovely scenery, and they produce wine there. And also, my cousin Nellie from Victoria and her brothers Michael and Brad grew up there, and I met with Brad and his lovely wife Maureen, and they showed me all around the Silver Star Mountain, where their dad, Jerry Googe, 88, a very engaging and spry fellow, he many years ago had the perspicacity to marry into the Spence family. Anyway, hope all my cousins around the world are watching. So I'm driving around on the Silver Star Mountain, and all I could think of was the Jesse Colin Young song from Song for Julie. Well, I live on a ridge top. Lord knows I like it just fine. Where it's windy and foggy and quiet most all of the time. Yeah, my lawn is pine needles, my driveway is old funky dirt. And my front pathway markers are pieces of granite and chert. Now my taxes are high, but I don't believe it's a sin. I got 100-foot pine trees that just love to dance in the wind. bushes that turn into pies in July. Between blue jays and hoot owls, I got a 24-hour singing sky. Now when I built my house, I cut 6 trees to clear out the land. But there's 30 or more left, and you know that they're gonna stand. It's a squirrel sanctuary, and they think this woods is their home. As long as I'm here, I'll make sure people leave us all alone. It's the hill that I live on is steep, and the road's full of ruts. And the people who live in the flatlands think my hill folk are nuts. But the ruts in my road and the curves keep the tourists at bay. And it's lonesome and quiet and peaceful, and you know I like it that way. Now I work in the city, I think my job is a gas. And I know it's good for me to travel and get off my ass. But the very best part of each trip is a Golden Gate Bridge. And the road like a snake that'll lead me back home to my ridge. Top, Lord knows I like it just fine. From Jesse Colin Young's fourth solo album. He actually passed away in March of this year. His birth name was Perry Miller, Jesse Colin Young. Ridgetop refers to a home that he built in Marin County, I think it's Marin County, in Inverness, California. That sadly burned to the ground in the 1995 Mount Vision fire. Jesse Colin Young, one of my faves. The song came about as a result of a phone call with a request. A phone call from Glenn Campbell to Jimmy Webb. Glenn had great success with Jimmy Webb's From the Time I Get to Phoenix, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, whatever the Phoenix song was. And he wanted another song with a geographic hook. And within hours, Jimmy Webb delivered a demo to Glenn Campbell. You know this. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wires, I can hear you through the wine. The Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. If it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. A couple weeks later, Jimmy Webb talked to Glen Campbell and said, so I guess he didn't like the song. And Glen said, no, we recorded it. And Jimmy said, well, geez, it was missing a third verse. And Glen said, I just did a solo for the third verse. And turned out that Wichita Lineman in 1968 was a #3 hit. Bob Dylan refers to this song as the greatest song ever written. That's Bob for you. But anyway, I wasn't checking lines. I was, checking out the ridgetop. I'm happy to be home again. Tapestry. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ever gonna make it home again. Yeah, it's so far and out of sight. I really need someone to talk to, and nobody else knows how to comfort me tonight. Snow is cold, rain is wet, chills my soul right to the marrow. I won't be happy till I see you alone again, till I'm home again and feeling right. Snow is cold, rain is wet, chills my soul right to the marrow. I won't be happy till I see you alone again, till I'm home again and feeling right, till I'm home again and feeling right. One of the relatively few songs written entirely by Carole King. She's largely not a lyricist. She wrote the music for just tons of great songs. She's my idol. I love Carole King. It's rarely a hack show goes by that I don't play a song by her. And also by my guy from Kendall Park, New Jersey. Graduated from South Brunswick High School. Hated it. But anyway, another one of my heroes. This is from Asia, which was the album went to number 3. The song did not chart. It was not released as a single. It was their highest selling album. Asia was one of the early winners of platinum designation, which is the sales of 1 million units. But this one is all about the Odyssey. I know this superhighway, this bright familiar sun. I guess that I'm the lucky one. Who wrote that tired sea song, set on this peaceful shore. You think you've heard this one before? Well, the danger on the rocks is surely past. Still I remain tied to the mast. Could be that I have found my home at last. Home at last. She serves the smooth red sand. She keeps me safe and warm. It's just the calm before the storm. Call in my reservation. So long, hey, thanks my friend. I guess I'll try my luck again. Well, the danger on the rocks is surely past. Still I remain tied to the mast. Could it be that I have found my home at last? Home at last. But the danger on the rocks is surely past. Still I remain tied to the mast. Could it be that I have found my home at last? Home at last. Home at Last for Steely Dan, another non-charting number. Geez, I'm having a lot of big hits this week. Wichita Lineman was number 3. Got one coming up that was number 4. And this next one, Nice and Gold, was number 10. Surprised me, in 1965. This was written by Teddy Randazzo and Bobby Weinstein and Bobby Hart. Bobby Hart, half of the Boyce and Hart duo that wrote a lot of hits, especially for the Monkees. But Teddy Randazzo and Bobby Weinstein wrote Going Out of My Head, and another one that's not coming to mind, but also wrote this one that I like. I know you don't know what I'm going through. Standing here looking at you. Let me tell you that it hurts so bad. It makes me feel so sad. It makes me hurt so bad to see you again. Like needles and pins, people say you've been making out okay. She's in love, don't stand in her way. Let me tell you that it hurts so bad. It makes me feel so sad. It's gonna hurt so bad if you walk away. Why don't you stay? Let me make it up to you. I'll do anything you want me to. You loved me before, please love me again. I can't let you go back to him. Please don't go, please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go, it hurts so bad. Come back, it hurts so bad. Don't make me hurt so bad. I'm begging, please. Tell you that it hurts so bad. It makes me feel so sad. It makes me hurt so bad to see you again. Little Anthony and the Imperials. They performed that on their first appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1965. Okay, I'm going to do playing this. Felix Cavalieri, Eddie Brigatti, part of the Young Rascals. Felix wrote a couple of songs based on a muse he was dating. He was 24 years old. A woman named Adrienne Bucheri, or Bechuri. The internet can't make up their mind. Was an inspiration for her. There are great songs like A Girl Like You and Groovin'. He kind of doubted the relationship since she was 16, he was 24. He said, what am I doing? I'm dating a kid. How can I be sure in a world that's constantly changing? How can I be sure where I stand with you? Whenever I'm away from you, I wanna die, 'cause you know I wanna stay with you. How do I know? Baby, you're trying to use me. Flying too high can confuse me. Touch me, but don't take me down. Whenever I'm away from you, I'm out of mind. It's telling people I don't care for you. Baby, I'm just hanging around with my head up, upside down. It's a pity I can't seem to find someone who's as pretty and lovely as you. How can I be sure? I really, really wanna know. I really, really wanna know. Hey, hey. How's the weather? Whether or not we're together, we'll see it much better. I love you forever. You know where I can be found. How can I be sure? In a world that's constantly changing, how can I be sure? I'll be sure with you. Or maybe not. You never know. How can one be sure? Young Rascals, number 4 hit in 1967. The Rascals opened up for the Beatles at Shea Stadium in 1965. Bet you didn't know that. Hey, that's all the covers. It's about 8:05-ish, 8:06. And here's one of my originales called If I Didn't Have You. standing on the shore. The sun is smiling, the moon in your eyes. Well, I couldn't have asked for more, and I didn't know what I'd do if I couldn't have you. Any other lover couldn't shine a light. They don't know what love is all about. Lately I've discovered I need you day and night. You give me something I can't live without, and I wouldn't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. Yes, I wouldn't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. Girl, I'm so glad I found you. Gonna build my world around you. Let my loving arms surround you, and I'm never gonna let you go. No, I'm never gonna let you go. 'Cause if I didn't have you, the sky would not be blue. Every day would be as dark as night. And if I didn't have you, I wouldn't know what to do. 'Cause loving you makes everything alright, and I wouldn't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. Yes, I wouldn't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. So that's a wrap. Episode 172. August 23rd, 2025. I'll see you in September. I'll see you when the summer's through. Have a good time, but remember, there's danger in the summer sky above. Whatever. Until next time, ciao, ciao. How come I can't do this? You know what? Forget it. That'll do it. And see you in a couple weeks, folks. Thanks again for joining me. Ciao, ciao. All right. Another trip down memory lane. Most people seem to enjoy things, so I'm just going to finish. Here we go.